It's episode 34 of Rate the Darts Venue. We're in Northampton again, and it's the Sunnyside. Now, I've never been here before. I've actually never heard of the chain either. Generous George. Never heard of that. Now, when I was growing up, there was a carpet shop called General George. I assume it doesn't exist anymore. Generous George, well, we'll see how generous the Sunnyside is in terms of what it offers us here today. It's a very busy road, rush hour. It's about 6 o'clock a Friday afternoon, opposite the school here, or college, whatever it is. But yeah, it's one of those, it's like, it's Kingsthorpe within Northampton, if you know Northampton. In between Kingsthorpe and Moulton, but it's classed as Kingsthorpe. But it's got a feel of a countryside kind of pub, this. So we're going to take a wander inside anyway. I'll tell you what I am struck by as I walk in here is the size of the car park. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is not a hotel. I'm almost certain it's not a hotel, but I mean, that would be a more than reasonable sized car park for a pub, but that is not the half of it. We've got what appears to be some kind of overspill car park here. Doesn't seem to be in any use. Yeah, it's a really nice looking garden here on the approach. And then look, yet more car park space. Quite incredible. Listen, I'm not sponsored by NCP. I don't want to talk too much about car parks, but yet more car parking up the back. So yeah, certainly the most provision for cars I've ever seen at a pub. Take a look inside. NTFC up in Northampton town. Okay, let's check out the board here at the Sunnyside, and it's a Budweiser board. Wow. Well, I can see a Winmau brand on there, but first lager board I've seen since I think it was a Foster's board quite some time ago at the Spread Eagle. So it says they're king of beers, but is it the king of boards? No, basically. You know, a lot of metal to be seen. The bullseye, I mean, how on earth would you get a dart in there? So yeah, not the best board, and it's a bit like Mount Everest there as well. It's certainly in need of replacement. There's a lot of activity around the pool table in this pub, but no one playing darts. This board might be one reason why, and I'm going to say it's a 3 out of 10. Okay, now let's check out the setup, the dart setup. It's actually really, really good. It's quite unique actually. Don't think I've seen a setup quite like this. The board is in its own little kind of corridor. It's a shared area with pub skittles. There's absolutely no chance that's getting in your way. It's just this. It's a little recess here off the side, the main part of the pub. We've got a darts mat. That tells us where to stand. Not sure the mat's completely straight against the wall, but I can fix that. So yeah, we know exactly where we need to be stood. So the hockey is a tick. We've got a board surround. Again, seen better days, but it's there to fulfill a purpose. The lighting isn't the best. There's no specific board lighting, but it's actually not that bad either. Got a couple of piercing lamps. Got a bit of natural light as well coming in here. A couple of doors there. And in terms of scoring provision, can't beat a bit of bully. A nice clean chalkboard with chalk available. So yeah, I think this has got a lot going for it as a setup. And I'm going to say, for setup, I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. Okay, time to assess the value. That pint of Carlsberg, it's a little out of reach at the moment, and it's almost out of financial reach also, because it's £4.15. Look, that might not sound that bad, but look, we're north of £4, and Carlsberg is, you know, for me it's one of the entry price lagers for me, so a bit disappointed by that. And the crisps are £1.55. So yeah, £1.55 crisps. What's all that about? Come on. So it's £5.70 for beer and crisps. I mean, it's just too much. And you're talking 11 quid if, you know, if there was two of you out. So it's not good value for me, and I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, got Skittles here, bar Skittles. And we've got a foosball table here, which I'm all for, but I mean, goodness me, that is like a domestic one. That's like one for a young kid's bedroom, I think, more than a pub. But hey, if people play it, bit of fun, why not? Rack them up. A pool table. Blue cloth in the pool table. Bit of outdoor space, I'll check that out in a second. Some real old beer brands. The Marston's one. That was the brand on the dartboards around, wasn't it? And check out this outdoor space now. It's very impressive, I've got to say. Very nice indeed. I feel like I say this quite often, but must be a cracking pub in the summer, this. It's a bit more of a secluded garden. Only a couple of tables here, but excellent. The Sunnyside. Another converted house. Why not? If you look at this, this is all within the confines of the pub. More seating. I mean, I feel they could maximise this seating. You know, they could definitely maximise this. There's a few more tables here, but yeah, fantastic. Look at this, yet more outdoor space that we haven't seen yet. Wow. Well, if I was grading outdoor space, it'd be a 10 out of 10. And do you know what? In terms of environment, it's probably close to a 10 out of 10, but it's one of those pub cum restaurant places. And that means, for me, you always lose a little bit in terms of atmosphere. And I'm going to say for general atmosphere and environment, it's an 8 out of 10. Right, time for the Lager Tops challenge here at the Sunnyside. I should say, by the way, I've been thrown at the board now about 15-20 minutes. It's not that bad. I know I'm not changing from the 3 out of 10. It's one of those boards that looks worse than it is. Aesthetically, it's a horror show. And by the way, when I was doing the setup, I know I savaged the surround a bit. I dismissed it because it's so old. But actually, I do quite like venues having a personalised surround. So a little nod to that. But yeah, double top time. Well, very narrowly in the wrong bed. Then I tried out their surround, and then kissed the thicker than I'd like wire. So a mixed bag, but no success. There we go. 4th dart. I'm happy with that. Really pleased. That'll help the season's average. That'll head it south a bit. We're heading across the screen now. And wrapping up, it is a 5 out of 10 for value, 3 out of 10 for the board, 8 out of 10 for general atmosphere environment, and a 9 out of 10 for dart setup, which makes that a, by the way, look at this double 9, look at the wire. I mean, that wire should be pushed right in there. Look how much of the single segment I can see on the wrong side of the wire. Shocking board. But yeah, it's a total of 25 out of 40 for the Sunnyside, Northampton. See you in the next one.